What is poppin' YouTube? Back again with another video. Today we are doing a draft strategy if I was drafting from the back end of the first, picks 10 through 12 to kind of talk through my strategy to see exactly how it goes so that when you get in your redraft leagues and you're getting in these drafts, you know exactly who to target because of situation and understand some of my rankings and thought process behind it. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, try to get to 500 subs before the season starts, helping you win your fantasy football leagues. Let's go. Now we're going to be quickly taking a look at my overall rankings here on tier-based system. So, of course, we got our elite, our mid-first, and our end-first. So, Austin Eckler, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson are my back-end wide receivers. And to be completely honest with you, I am warming up to Garrett Wilson over A.J. Brown, but they're kind of a tier there. So, even though I prefer that, I think A.J. Brown might be a little bit safer. Not as high as the ceiling as what potentially Garrett Wilson could get, but that's okay. A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson. So we will see exactly what happens in the sleeper draft that we're going to do. And then, of course, in the beginning of the second, I love in the spot in the back end of the draft, I love going wide receiver, because I feel like you get two super high-end wide receiver ones, and you can kind of just figure out to address the running back positions in round 3, round 4, depending on if maybe there's even a quarterback there. So we're going to be drafting from the 11 spot, so you know exactly who to target in your leagues. We got Justin Jefferson, CMC, Austin Eckler, Travis Kelce, Jamar Chase at the 105. That's never going to happen. Bijan Robinson at the 16, Tyreek Hill at the 17, Cooper Kupp at the 18, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, and then we are up on the board. And this is typically what you're seeing in these drafts. So I know I said I know I have Garrett Wilson ahead of A.J. Brown. I know I talked big game about having these guys, A.J. Brown ahead of Garrett Wilson, but I can't do it. I think I'm switching that in my rankings based on what you guys saw on that tier list. But A.J. Brown falls back to us. So we got the start of Garrett Wilson and A.J. Brown. So we got our 2 elite level wide receivers, and now we can kind of just play who's going to fall to us, play best available, because it is, 2 flex, 2 wide receivers. So we do have 2 more spots in our starting lineup for a wide receiver. We also need 2 running backs. So we'll see what falls to us here. I think the thing that you need to always understand with being in the back end is you need to be a little bit flexible with what falls. So if we're looking at running backs, Breece Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is the huge tier break for me there. I also do like DK Metcalf, but we'll see what falls. So we're going to grab Jahmyr Gibbs here, and then we'll see what goes off. DK Metcalf went right after, and then Breece Hall. So we are back on the clock, and we're looking at wide receivers, and Calvin Ridley is another guy in my tier there that I absolutely like. So now we got 3 elite level wide receivers, in my opinion, with Jahmyr Gibbs. So we kind of went heavy wide receiver, hero RB at the back end, and I think the back end is the perfect spot to be doing this. Now, I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to fall to 311. So I think typically you're going to have to be choosing between guys like Travis Etienne, Breece Hall, Aaron Jones. I'm also fine getting any of those guys as my hero RB, especially with these wide receivers. So we're back on the clock, and quarterbacks have just been flying out the board. I mean, Trevor Lawrence at the 5.5 is absolutely incredible. So we're just going to continue to punt the quarterback position. We look at tight end. Darren Waller is someone that I'm taking everywhere in the middle of the 4th. So Darren Waller is probably going to be someone that we consider. There are some other running backs at play, but let's lock down. Brandon Ayuk would also be someone that I'm interested in, but let's lock down Darren Waller in our tight end spot, get a positional advantage there, and we're back on the clock. Alexander Madison was someone that we would have been considering, but we're back on the clock. And the running backs, I do like James Conner here quite a lot in the 6th round. I think that's great. And then Brandon Ayuk. So are we going to punt running back and get a high upside wide receiver play, or are we going to wait on wide receiver? I think we can wait another round. So we're going to go James Conner. I have James Conner above Cam Akers, above Alvin Kamara. I mean, if Alvin Kamara wasn't suspended, of course I'd have Alvin Kamara above James Conner, but James Conner is going to be getting all the work, and I like that value in the 6th. So as we can see right now, we've built out a roster. We got 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, a tight end. So we're going to continue to punt quarterback. We're going to see if we can get another wide receiver to fall to us right here. And let's see, Mike Evans is off the board. And this is where you have to look. Like, Jordan Addison is the clear winner for me in this tier. And we're back on the clock. So we got our 4 wide receivers. We're looking down the barrel. And at the 8-2, like, Deshaun Watson is a quarterback that I absolutely love. He's one of my guys. I've seen him fall to the 9th, but we're going to take Deshaun Watson here. I don't want to play chess because, yeah, Dak Prescott goes off the board. So that means that Deshaun Watson would not have made it back to us at the turn. So if we're looking at our starting lineup right now, we got Deshaun Watson, Jahmyr Gibbs, James Conner, Garrett Wilson, A.J. Brown, Darren Waller, Calvin Ridley, Jordan Addison. The thing that I think about drafting the back end, you maybe don't have the same, like when you look at the roster, you don't have the star power, the same type of upside when I look at a team like Team 5 with Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, Travis Etienne, Joe Mixon. But I do think we're very solid. I think we're very solid. We're really well balanced, and you can kind of start play around. Now we can take best available. Like I'm taking Elijah Moore here to pair with Deshaun Watson, get that stack, and we're back on the board. Samaje Perine, someone I like, and you can just kind of start to build out your depth this way. So those are some of my thoughts when you're starting to draft in the back end. I will clip my team and post it right here. Let me know what you think about this team. Let me know about what you think about drafting at the end of the draft. If you are drafting at the end of the draft, I hope this video helped you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, as we are trying to help you win all the fantasy football championships, all the glory, all the bragging rights. Want you in this community, trying to get to 500 subs by the time the season starts. So appreciate you guys for tuning in, becoming a part of the community, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.